Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good. And you know, as fans of Star Wars, each and every one of us, we all have our favorite characters we want to see brought to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Characters that have imbued our lives with joy and triumph and evil and darkness. Characters that we love and make our lives different. Characters that make this a very impassioned speech. Indeed. So I bring to you, without further ado, the 54-ish characters and ships that we need to add to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And we start at the top there. We'll start at the top right here. You know, we literally just went through this whole Phantom Menace thing this year in 2024, and they added Gungans to the game, which is great. They added Queen Amidala, Padawan Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon. Tremendous. But we missed out on some opportunities here along the way. How about young Anakin, baby Anakin, little Annie? You know, flying as pod racer, flying a Naboo starfighter, which we could also add Naboo starfighters. Where are all the ships? Naboo starfighter or Anakin's Naboo starfighter up there. We could also have, like, I didn't even put him up here, the pilot guy, and I don't know his name. Put him in there, bringing his Naboo starfighter in. Let's bring young Annie to the game. And, you know, we've got Omega in the game. We can put a child in the game. We've already shown this, so bring us young Annie, although now that Phantom Menace is over with, I guess we won't see that again for years. How about over there, we've got Sebulba and Watto. You know, these creatures from Phantom Menace, it would have been great. Now, I can grant you all three of those characters we never see fire a blaster or draw a lightsaber or anything. I'm not sure exactly what they could do, but we certainly could find ways to bring more creatures into the game like Sebulba and Watto. That would be fun. We got Captain Panaka over there. Now, which Captain Panaka do you want? Well, I put the Phantom Menace guy. Non-eye patch Captain Panaka. He finds a space here, and he actually was in... Isn't he? He's in the... he was in one of the events, right? Was he in the Gungan event? I think he was in the Gungan event. Why can't we bring this guy to the game? Everybody thinks he'd be a lot of fun in the game. And, of course, they're Senator Sheev Palpatine. On the light side, Senator Sheev Palpatine, we can bring him to the game and have a lot of fun with that. I mean, I don't know. Again, not firing a blaster. We have to find diplomatic ways to put these guys in here, but I'm sure we can find ways to use all these characters in the game, right? Moving on to Attack of the Clones kind of stuff. Attack of the Clones plus a little bit more. How about Padawan Anakin? Now, maybe I guess we got to wait another 2 more years before we're on that anniversary, is it 20th or 25th, I guess, anniversary for Attack of the Clones. Maybe we gotta wait that long to get Padawan Anakin and Jesus Obi-Wan. I don't know. Mullet Obi-Wan, whatever you want to call it. So these are characters that would be great in the game. I mean, we're already having fun with Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. Why not Padawan Anakin and Jesus Obi-Wan? Perhaps Padawan Anakin can lose an arm and a leg, or just an arm in this case. I don't know, just some fun characters we can bring to the game for these guys. Over there, Dexter Jetster, passing information along to Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones. Why couldn't we bring him in as a fun support guy with 4 arms and just have some, I mean, he could be a fun character in the game, right? Bail Organa, I mean, actually super duper important to the Galactic Empire, the Galactic Senate, and the Rebellion. I mean, he raised Leia Organa. I've been saying for a long time we should have Bail Organa in a game. And then, of course, Chancellor Palpatine. We've had a lot of opportunities. I know we got Darth Sidious in the game. We've called for Senator Palpatine, Chancellor Palpatine. Let's get this guy in there. Give him a couple lightsabers. I don't know. He could even be like a galactic legend where he just suddenly, I don't know, transforms into Darth Sidious. Oh, I don't know. Give us Palpatine. And then behind there we've got the well, let me slide over a little bit. Slide it this way. We got the ship here. Padme's ship that she rode into Coruscant, and then it got blown to smithereens with a different Captain Panaka on the ship, by the way. We have eye patch Captain Panaka on that ship. A lot of you guys are big fans of the 212th, and we've had Cody sitting in game for a long time down here. I've just got the 212th down there. We've had Cody literally sitting there for a long time. You guys mentioned Waxer and Boyle in there. Why not bring a team that Cody could lead? Or maybe General Kenobi becomes the leader. I don't know. But the 212th, we've had the 501st in the game. Man, what's it been? 6 years? We can't bring the 212th in here to have another clone team in the game. But this is, again, that's kind of Attack of the Clones kind of stuff. But let's get that team in there. I guess maybe I can see these whole 2 rows here waiting till like 3 years or 2 years from now when we get the 25th anniversary, 3 years, whatever it is, of Attack of the Clones, and they drop all this stuff, you know, Gungans, instead of Gungans, we 212th, and instead of the other guys, I don't know. It seems like you have to wait for anniversaries to do that stuff, or can we just launch it? And as far as ships on that one, as far as ships for this, we're dropping in the Galactic Republic gunship here. That's what we want to see as far as a new ship for those clones, right? Down below, I have brought this up before. I don't think it's going to happen, especially now with the new art style of the game. Darth Tyrannus over there. Because they're doing every character like lifelike now, I don't see a way they're going to bring in a Darth Tyrannus that looks like Clone Wars Darth Tyrannus or the other cartoon Darth Tyrannus. I just don't see it, but it would be really cool. I guess they have to find a different version of Dooku to do it, but we're really missing out calling him Count Dooku instead of Darth Tyrannus, but it leaves an option over there. They can find a different way to make the character look, I guess. How about light side Count Dooku from Tales of the Jedi and Yaddle over there? You know, he took out Yaddle, Dooku, that was his turn to the dark side, was destroying Yaddle, but light side Count Dooku over there, that was great. I mean, a lot of people are really big fans of that show. It was a lot of fun. He could find a lot of places to have a home in a Jedi team, Galactic Republic Jedi team. Light side Count Dooku and Yaddle. These two would be great additions to the game. We've been talking about it for a while. I'm not sure where they would fall as far as anniversaries or anything, but let's make that happen. Pong Krell over there. I know you guys want him in the game. He betrayed your favorite clones and Jedi. He did bad things. He is Dexter Jetster with lightsabers. Pong Krell, bring him to the game. And then everybody's been. I know we're hiding it behind him. What I'm trying not to do is bring these guys up where you can see the whole thing right off the bat. But you know, your pal and mine. My brain has left me. My brain has left the building. Crosshair. God dang, man. Let's roll out the Bad Batch with Crosshair. Now, would he be in the Bad Batch? Or would he be like an Imperial Trooper? You can see Crosshair coming in with like Gar Saxon, Imperial Super Commando energy, where he just elevates some kind of Imperial team or Imperial Trooper team. Maybe he's also a clone or something. I don't know exactly how you put him in there. I don't think you can make him part of the Bad Batch. You've already got Omega in there completing it. Maybe he's like a sixth Bad Batch. I don't know how you do Crosshair, but man, they've been teasing that for I don't know how long, for a long time now. They've been teasing Crosshair. Maybe it's time to bring him to the game and make some things happen. Hey, let's turn to my favorites. And by the way, for the ship, we got Queen Amidala's ship right here, the silver ship from Phantom Menace, which we didn't get. So yeah, I mean, we're kind of fading with the relevance of the ships as we go. It's tougher to get them in, although we'll get pretty relevant with this little group right here. Red Leader, Red 5, and Porkins. We've already got Biggs and Wedge in the game. We've had Biggs and Wedge in the game, I believe, since day one, and we can't find a way to get Red 5 in this freaking game. Everybody wants Red Leader, Red 5, Porkins. Let's get a whole Red 5 squad going. Let's get a squad that can let's make Home 1 great again. MHAGA. Make Home, MHO, Mahoga. Make Home 1 great again with the Red Squadron or Rogue Squadron, whatever you want to call it. We could have a Rogue Squadron team. I didn't bring that up, but yeah, let's bring Red Squadron to the game. And of course, we've got an X-wing over there representing all of the X-wings. They can all have their own individual X-wings in the game. Yeah, let's bring Red Squadron to the game. And speaking of Red Squadron, going back to the original trilogy, how about these guys from Return of the Jedi? General Calrissian. We got Lando Calrissian in the game. We got young Lando. We got Skiff Guard Lando. Where's General Lando Calrissian? And where's Nien Nunb? Piloting the Millennium Falcon? No, I won't be able to. I'll show it in a minute. Piloting the radar-less Millennium Falcon through the Death Star. General Calrissian and Nien Nunb would be a great addition to this game, absolutely. And then we got Endor Han and Endor Luke. I guess we'd have Endor Chewie. I just don't know how you dress him differently. You put like a camouflage coat on him or something? I don't know. Camouflage ammo belt. Endor Luke and Endor Han. I would guess at some point down the road, if we need a lifter for Leia, one of these guys will come out and be on that team. Or maybe instead of Endor Han, you've got a Spitfire Han, which is what that is right there. He's on the spit over the fire. I would let these guys bring him to the game. Let's have some fun. And then of course I've got the Millennium Falcon over there. This one was a hard image to pull. I gotta be honest. This is actually cut from the actual senior version of the Jedi. I couldn't find any radar-less Millennium Falcons out there that were not directly from the movie. Pondo Baba and Dr. Evazan. These guys have lit us up for decades now, since 1977 on the big screen, demanding that, I don't even, what were they demanding? They were just pissed at Luke. They just were mad that Luke existed. And as a result, Obi-Wan sliced off Pondo Baba's arm a little awkwardly. And Dr. Evazan, did he take out Dr. Evazan, or did Dr. Evazan go off and running? I don't know. Anyway, these guys would be a lot of fun to have in the game. And now that we got the mercenary tag, they could fit right in there with that mercenary tag very easily. Very, very easily. We could have a lot of fun with them in game. All these OT characters. And of course, we got Mando's Naboo Starfighter right there. And I told you these things are getting less relevant as we go to the characters. And then I've got an A-Wing built in. Which way am I going? This way, the A-Wing. We need the A-Wing in game, man. Mando's Naboo Starfighter and A-Wing. Can we bring those to the game, please? We are way overdue, especially for the A-Wing on there. Let's turn our attention to Solo a little bit. You know, they brought out the Solo characters. They brought out the Solo movie. They were going to make this whole thing out of it, and then they just said scrap the whole thing. And so we got the initial spate of Solo characters, and then they turned Woody Harrelson into a Dash Rendar. We think that's what you look at the character model. It really fits. But Quinlan Voss and Tobias Beckett here, along with Crimson Dawn Maul. Why can't we do? I think people would get into this. I think if you made Crimson Dawn Maul like a legendary journey character, and you gave us Quinlan Voss and Tobias Beckett as extra characters to get to that guy, although they'd want to throw in 2 more. I don't know, whatever. We already farmed our Rogue One guys to get profundity. Can't we add more Rogue One characters in? I'm sure we can find a couple other characters to throw in there and get us to Crimson Dawn Maul. Let's have some fun. And what's the ship that I got under there? Let's just peel back a little bit here and look at the ship. It's the B-Wing. Along with the A-Wing and Millennium Falcon with no radar, the B-Wing. We're way... 1983 is when we got the A-Wing and the B-Wing. I mean, come on, man. Let's release these things to the game. How about your pal Snoke and his Praetorian Guard? Yeah, I know most of you guys are crabby about the sequels. It is what it is. They're out there. They exist. Let's take a look at Snoke. And, I mean, this is set up perfectly for a journey. When is the 10-year anniversary of Last Jedi? I guess that would be, like, now? When did that thing come out? I don't know. Maybe in a couple years? I don't know. I do feel like this would be a fun team to farm. Yeah, the scene's a little weird. When you look at it, there were so many opportunities for the Praetorian Guard to just take out Rey and Kylo, and weird choreography of dropping lightsabers and stuff. And Snoke, why did he die? We don't know. But as far as having a fun character in the game that we could have a blast with and do a legendary journey for, Snoke would be a lot of fun and could add to the, we are really missing... They kind of stopped making any sequel content, and all of it goes toward Galactic Legend Rey or Galactic Legend Kylo. There's nothing else from the sequels in there. And there are some fun characters in the sequels. I mean, Knights of Ren, maybe? Knights of Ren, they bring them out, and they go into battle and stand there and look awesome and then just get wiped out. I don't know. Anyway, Snoke and his Praetorian Guard would be a fun team to have in the game. We can take a look at the ship over there for that. It's going to be, this one actually I want to talk about. Jango Fett's Slave 1. Why is this not in the game? Why is Jango, and this is way out of place, I know, but why is Jango Fett's Slave? We have Boba Fett's Slave 1. Jango Fett's Slave 1 is way overdue in this game. Way past due to have Jango Fett's Slave 1. I don't know, man. Just bring me fun. Bring me ships. We have had almost no ships in the last 2 years. Come on, man. Bring some ships to the game. Here you go. A lot of you guys are begging for this stuff. Revan Reborn, Darth Vitiate, Satil Shan, characters from the Old Republic. I'm sure there's a lot of Old Republic characters that I'm not familiar with that you could throw into this as well. It has been, dear God, 2017? Was it 2018 when we got Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Malak all released within a few months of each other, and there's been zero KOTOR or older... Well, I take it back. Darth Malgus is in game. I think that's it. Sith Assassin, Sith Marauder. I think they came out during that time period. Yeah. There really hasn't been any Old Republic stuff. It's time for an Old Republic run in the game. And everybody... When I asked for what people want as a Galactic Legend in the game, Revan Reborn always always comes up as a galactic legend. When are they going to do it? I don't know, because they've already got Darth Revan and Darth Malak required at Relic 9 for the Leviathan, so I don't know if this is going to happen anytime soon, but Old Republic stuff would be really popular in the game, and a lot of people would really give their left eye to see that kind of stuff come to the game. And of course, then we got the ship here. Let me back off a little bit completely. Luthen Rael's ship. We got Luthen Rael in Conquest. I would bet that much like Darth Malgus, we're going to get Luthen Rael's ship at some point in Conquest. Like we got Malgus, and then we got his Fury class interceptor. I don't remember if that was back-to-back or separated, but we did got Luthen before. Then after Luthen Rael, we got Ezra Exile in Conquest. I would not be shocked at all if we get Luthen Rael's ship at some point soon in Conquest to complement Luthen. Then, of course, I think rounding out this list, I think that's the end. I think that's the end, isn't it? No. Oh. Gave away the ending there. I forgot I had that on there. Darth Plagueis, Galen Erso, and Jaro Tapal. You know, Darth Plagueis, of course, everybody is interested in Darth Plagueis, and we got to see him briefly in The Acolyte, and everybody loved that scene so much. Would it be nice to have a real Darth Plagueis story and or a real Darth Plagueis character in Galaxy of Heroes? Galen Erso. Hey, well, there's your Rogue One content. I mentioned it before. Maybe Galen Erso goes in there with Crimson Dawn Maul. I don't know. He's in Rogue One, but Galen Erso, man, the mastermind of the porthole, right? Just the absolute the Chad when it comes to blowing up the Death Star. The guy that explains how there was an exhaust port or an exhaust plort that you could blow up with proton torpedoes in the first place. Why did it exist? And Jaro Tapal, Cal Kestis's Jedi Master. A lot of people would love to see him in game. Another one of I don't know what race they are. Him and Zeb. I don't know. I could look that up, but I'm not going to look it up. You tell me in comments what race those guys are. And then finally, of course, and then we got. I did bring in Ahsoka's ship there from the show. And then finally, of course, why can't we get a bunch of Nooch Too Goods in game? You know, we could have Jedi Nooch Too Good, and then another green lightsaber knight. Then we have a Lord Vader Nooch Too Good. You underestimate my power Nooch Too Good. Princess Leia Nooch Too Good, Han Solo Nooch Too Good, and then just Gamer Nooch. Why can't we bring these things to the game? I think they need to be in the game. Anyway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I did not count though. Calm down, I didn't count these in the 54. The stuff above is the 54 ships and characters that we need in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Let me know who I missed for you. Who are characters you want to see that are not on this list? I would love to hear from you, and we will look forward to the next coming months and years playing this game as we see new characters all the time released for our pleasure. Everyone, have a great day. I will talk to you soon, and of course, always remember, Nooch Too Good.